1969, an assembly line worker in Michigan could walk into a dealership and buy this monster. But across the Atlantic, in Coventry, England, a factory worker could not even dream of owning its rival. In April of 1969, a UAW assembly line worker in Detroit earned an average of $3.69 an hour. That translated to nearly $148 a week, putting auto workers 30% ahead of the national manufacturing average. At the same time, the base price of a brand new Chevrolet Camaro Z sat at $3,185. Thanks to a highly normalized American installment buying culture, dealership doors were wide open to the blue-collar class. With a 10% down payment, a factory hand could finance the remaining balance for just $64.72 a month. Detroit dealership culture turned high performance into an attainable commodity, owned by the very people on the factory floor. In the industrial city of Coventry, the path from the factory floor to sports car ownership was far steeper. A British automobile assembler in 1969 earned an average of £15 a week, bringing home less than £800 a year. Meanwhile, a Jaguar E-Type Series II cost over £3,000. British buyers faced a high purchase tax and restrictive hire purchase terms that demanded steep down payments, with interest rates climbing past 12%. These financial barriers kept the Jaguar showroom at a vast social distance from the workers who built the cars. In this economic environment, speed and aerodynamic style served as badges of prestige, taste, and professional success, far removed from everyday blue-collar wages. SCCA Trans Am regulations required Chevrolet to build a street-legal racer with an engine displacement under 305 cubic inches. To meet this limit, Chevrolet engineer Vince Piggins developed a hybrid small block. He combined the 4-inch bore of a 327 cubic inch engine with the short 3-inch stroke of a 283 crankshaft. The result was the 302 cubic inch V8, a high-revving powerhouse that stayed just under the series limit at 302.4 cubic inches. SCCA rules mandated a production run of at least 1,000 units for the car to qualify. But Chevrolet did not treat this as an exclusive, low-volume specialty. By using General Motors' massive production scale and existing retail channels, the factory built 20,302 Z28s in 1969 alone. This high volume kept the homologation package affordable, turning a track-ready machine with heavy-duty suspension and a close ratio 4-speed into a regular catalog option. It put race-bred speed within reach of the common working man, waiting right in the local showroom. Across the Atlantic, Jaguar approached performance through aerodynamic science and aristocratic refinement. Chief stylist and aerodynamicist Malcolm Sayer applied his aircraft engineering background to shape the Series II, creating a low-drag, long-nose silhouette where visual elegance served a strictly technical purpose. Underneath that hand-sculpted steel bonnet lay the 4.2-liter XK straight-six engine. This dual overhead cam power plant descended directly from Jaguar's Le Mans victories, delivering smooth, continuous power that contrasted with Detroit's high-revving small block. To manage this speed, Jaguar fitted the E-Type with a fully independent rear suspension. This sophisticated chassis setup, featuring inboard rear disc brakes, ensured composed road holding and touring comfort over uneven roads. Every element of the car, from the hand-finished leather interior to its graceful showroom posture, aimed the Series II at buyers who already possessed wealth and social standing. The E-Type was built as an international statement of arrived taste. The raw figures outline two clashing philosophies of speed. Chevrolet's $3,185 Camaro Z28 delivered 290 horsepower, weighing 3,250 pounds. It reached 60 miles per hour in 6.7 seconds, with over 20,000 units built. The Jaguar E-Type, costing over $7,000 in America, produced 265 horsepower at 2,800 pounds, reaching 60 miles per hour in 7 seconds across a run of 8,000 cars. This was not a contest of mere numbers, but of cultural intent. The heavy, mass-produced Camaro democratized performance, offering raw power to the working class. The lighter hand-finished E-Type preserved speed as an exclusive privilege, reinforcing social rank on the open road. 50 years later, these machines carry the same social markers that defined them in 1969. The Camaro remains an instrument of active participation, kept alive in home garages where owners turn their own wrenches, swap heavy-duty parts, and celebrate raw mechanical work on the weekends. Meanwhile, the E-Type resides in a culture of quiet preservation, curated for manicured show lawns where specialists evaluate absolute factory correctness and aesthetic elegance. Today's collectors do far more than maintain vintage steel. They inherit and continue the separate economic and cultural realities that first gave these two performance icons their meaning. Today, these machines remain rolling statements of identity. They prove that performance is never just about speed. It is about where we belong. Which philosophy speaks to you?